Hey guys, Tom at Snake River Base. I want to finish up our series about progressing into base and the required prerequisite skills with a little bit of talk about knowledge. Things you want to learn either as you start into base jumping, after you're a base jumper, or before you start into base jumping. Here's the thing. There is no central authority about base jumping. We don't have an FAA setting out rules. There's no SNTA watching the object. There's no DZO. There's no one looking over your shoulder. All of this is on you. And the truth is, there's only a couple of standardized procedures. We have a lot of people doing a lot of different things in different places in the base world. That means you have to make decisions for yourself. That means you need to know everybody's best practices so you can make an educated decision about what you want to do for yourself when you're risking your own life and limb. Lots of good places to gain this knowledge, but remember, no one knows for sure, which means read everything and take everything with a grain of salt. Unless, of course, I said it on one of these videos, in which case it was handed directly to me by God himself. Okay, but seriously, a couple good places to look for information. There are lots of internet forums. If you read those, be sure you know who is saying these things and what their level of experience is. There's a lot of people on there with very limited experience who write well and can definitely mislead you. There's also some people with a lot of experience who don't write or present themselves very well, and their good advice is sort of dismissed by everyone because of their poor punctuation. Be careful to know who the names behind the posts are. Another good place to look, read books. The Great Book of Base by Matt Gerdes is a fantastic resource. You can buy a copy at www.base-book.com, I think. It costs about $30. At Snake River Base, we send out a copy to every single student who enrolls in a fundamentals course because I think the information in it is that important. Does that mean Matt Gerdes knows everything about base jumping and wrote it all in that book? No. In fact, there's lots of things in that book that I don't personally agree with 100%. But it's the best effort we have to date to put information down in a reasonable, organized fashion, and I strongly recommend that every base jumper or every person considering base read that book at least 3 times. Please go get a copy and read it if you don't have one already. Another good place to look, YouTube. You can find lots of information on YouTube videos. We've got our channel here. Apex Base has a channel. There are lots of people putting information out there. Again, just because it's got a logo on it doesn't mean it's the gospel. Just because somebody somewhere put this video up, maybe if they did a good job producing the video, that doesn't mean this information is something you stake your life on. Make sure you make your own decisions about what you want to trust. Another good website that I'm really fond of is a place called watchthybridle.com. This is a website maintained by a guy named Thomas Hirsch in Austria, who's a very thoughtful, considering European jumper, who knows a lot of things and has addressed a lot of the issues that we have in base jumping. I recommend that everyone go get on his website and read everything on there, start to finish. Well, maybe not at one go, but get through it all and come back. He's also very friendly and approachable, so if you have questions, you can email him and ask him what he meant by something. Please get involved in the discussion, make sure you're participating, and really try to figure out your knowledge base for yourself so you're not relying on other people and blindly trusting them.